One story that stuck out to me was one of the guys in a wheelchair. His carer said that this was his dream. So for something that's so easy for us to do, this was a really big thing for him, and it actually does change lives because they've been dreaming about it all of their lives. So I think we take it for granted that we can just do this kind of thing, but it really means a lot to everyone.
Something that I really enjoyed about the trip was not just meeting new people, but seeing the difference that it really made to people. That's a thing that was so evident and so obvious that you couldn't help but feel it yourself, you know?
I don't think I would have expected to meet such a diverse group of people. Some of the stories I've heard and listened to have definitely been inspirational and changed the way I think with regards to disability and challenging things you don't necessarily think you can do. So I think I can't do things, and then you see people with a disability climb the rigging and you think you should probably challenge yourself more in terms of your mental and physical capabilities.
Hearing about him and other people on the ship who have
struggle on a daily basis, pretty much, isn't it? Yeah.
It's
how they go about it.
Yeah, it's fascinating, and you really take for granted what you have. Just being able to see the sunset, being able to walk in a straight line without anyone holding you or pushing you. It's you don't think about it, but it's really incredible.
I think as well it's a bit of a leveler because we're not used to struggling. A lot of these people are used to struggling. So they're used to struggling on a daily basis. When we actually start struggling, then it's something new to us. So they deal with it better than us, I think.
Yeah.
That's the way I perceive it anyway.
I was especially looking forward to the mast climb. The second day I've tried going on the top. My first attempt ended literally 3/4 up there. I just panicked and I went back down on the deck. And then I saw one of our buddies, which is Anthony, who is partially paralysed. He went on the top and I said, I need to do it. I need to do this because if someone else can do it, what is that blocking me? So I had this fear of going on the top of the mast, but I did it anyway. And this made me realise how little difference is between us. The only thing that's blocking us is just the fear of doing something different and something scary. And I really think that this trip showed me how equal we are, and I like that about this trip.
Well, it's been everything I expected it to be and more, I guess. I mean, the Captain Barbara, the crew, and total professionals right the way through. Their ability to bring everyone involved, the able-bodied, the non-able-bodied, phenomenal. The volunteers, I thought they were first class. But most of all, I guess, for me, it was working alongside those with less ability, although reflected back, I'm not sure. I mean, seeing some of the less able going up the mast and being assisted up there, it's just incredible what they could achieve with such determination and effort.
We did the questionnaire before we went away about what we perceive about disabilities, and you think that you don't have a perceived image of it and you don't have any prejudice, but actually when you do something like this you realise that there's more that you could do to be more accommodating and accepting.
Well, to be honest, I think it's kind of made me evaluate slightly what I do, not in the sense of working at Barclays, but just I suppose what I'm going to think about more is what I can use my job to do to help other people, because I think that's what people do here. I suppose in my actual role there's not much you can do, but there's lots of community stuff and all that sort of thing. So I suppose my brain will be more on that kind of thing, or that will have more of a focus.
It's been fantastic, meeting new people. From you knew who they were, from the online phone book, from whatever, because they're within the business, but actually having met them, it gives them a personality. Would you stop waving? It kind of gives them a personality. It's really great to meet them.
We try and look at a diversity and bring people of all types, to work with us. But look at this, I think you should never underestimate the power and the importance of the human spirit and what you can achieve. So I certainly look at that in a different way and maybe expect more of people rather than less.
Cheers.